How many grams of carbs should you be eating per day if you're trying to lose weight? Hello and welcome. If you're new to my channel, my name is Chris and I'm an online fitness coach for women. And in today's video, we're going to talk about carbs and weight loss and how many grams of carbs and calories should you be eating if you're trying to lose weight. So getting right into it, carbs, weight loss, and calories. So if you're a woman right now, or even for the men that's watching this, right? If you're someone that's trying to lose weight, you probably heard the term that, or you probably heard the tall tale that carbs are bad for you and that you can't lose weight if you're trying to eat carbs. Now, put it like this. Carbs have been given a bad name in the fitness industry, in the nutrition industry, but carbs is not the enemy. And I'm gonna tell you this. People like to give carbs a bad name and try to point the blame, like carbs, you're bad, as a reason why people can't lose weight. Let me tell you the real reason why people can't lose weight. People can't lose weight because they can't control what they're putting in their mouths. Most people don't really have a game plan when it comes to nutrition. They eat what they want, when they want, and they put themselves into a surplus. Now, most people don't understand nutrition. They don't understand calories. They don't understand calories in and calories out. And all of us, me, you, everyone, you that's watching this, we all have a deficit, a maintenance, and a surplus. A deficit is when you lose weight. A maintenance is when you stay the same weight. And a surplus, calorie surplus, is when you gain weight. Most people are putting themselves in a surplus because they're having mostly junk food. And most of the time, junk foods are high in calories and very, very low in nutrition. It gives you like little to no nutrition benefit. So that's why you want to stay away from junk food, because it literally gives you nothing. If you're someone right now that's watching this and you drink alcohol, sorry to say this, or actually I'm happy to say this, alcohol does nothing for you at all. So if you can, right, get on this path, get on this journey of giving up alcohol, because it does nothing for you at all. I know it feels good, you celebrate and stuff like that, but I don't know why people would have to go drink alcohol to go celebrate. It does nothing for your body, and it's actually doing more harm than good. Now, getting off the topic of alcohol, we're here to talk about carbs and calories. So when it comes to carbs, you can eat carbs and still lose weight, right? It doesn't matter if you have carbs or not. Now, understand this about carbs. Carbs is the body's main fuel source of energy, meaning when it comes to your body needing and wanting energy, it's gonna look for carbs. Because when you consume carbs, it converts into our body as glucose, and our bodies run off of glucose. So when it comes to carbs, you should be having carbs throughout the day. According to the RDA, right, we should be having anywhere from 45 to 65% of our calories coming from carbs. So that's typically around 900 to about 1,300 calories, right? So the majority of your calories should come from carbs. And that's not a bad thing, that's a good thing, because your body needs that energy. If you're someone that's trying to lose weight or even trying to build muscle, which most people are trying to build muscle, still trying to lose weight, you want to have carbs, right? For you that's watching this video, you see how lean and in shape I am. I'm pretty in good shape right now. I hate to talk about myself, but let's be honest. Like when you want to get in shape, you're gonna need carbs. And I have carbs all the time. And in this video, I kind of want to go through some of the carbs that I have. Oatmeal is something that I have all the time, right? Oatmeal is amazing. I have about 2 packs every morning. I could have more, but as far as where my carbs are, I could have 2 packs every morning, probably a little bit more. And that's giving me a good amount of calories, and it's giving me a lot of energy throughout the day, because my goal is to put on more muscle, so I gotta have a little more carbs, right? And protein comes into that as well. So it's not that the carbs are keeping you fat, it's that people are having way too many calories and then they just blame the carbs, right? And most of the times people are having way more carbs than they're having fats and protein. And that's really what it comes down to. You're just having way too many calories. It's not the carbs, it's not the rice, it's not the bread, it's too many calories. So now if you're someone that likes to have rice, right? This is a box of brown rice. If you're someone that likes to have brown rice or white rice, rice is totally fine, right? What you want to do is portion out your rice to make sure that you're hitting your calories. So if your calories is 2,000 calories per day, and I always like to use 2,000 as a benchmark or as an example, if you are having 2,000 calories a day, because that's what you need to be at to lose weight, let's say that's your calorie deficit number, then just make sure you're having 2,000 calories a day, and within that 2,000 calories, you can have rice. You can have whatever it is that you want. You can have bread, right? You can eat whatever you want. Now, eat healthy food. I'm not saying go eat junk food, right? Don't go eat McDonald's. Don't go have alcohol. Stay away from the fast food. It does nothing for us. But you can eat what you want, meaning like home cooked food, healthy home cooked food, right? If you do takeout, make sure it's healthy, obviously, right? And healthy meaning like it's giving you some type of nutrition benefits. That's what I mean when I say healthy. Make sure it's giving you some type of nutrition benefits. If it's colorful and it looks like something you should be eating, like it's fruits and veggies, healthy food that's giving you energy and not making you tired and sluggish and bloated and fatigued, then good. You want food that's gonna give you energy. If it's making you tired and sluggish and bloated, that's bad. Food shouldn't be making you bloated. You shouldn't get tired. You should have energy when you're eating, right? You like shouldn't go eat food and it feel like on Thanksgiving dinner, like you're about to go to sleep, right? Sometimes that happens, but you want food that's gonna give you energy. And when it comes to brown rice, you can have rice every night. You can have rice for lunch. You can have rice for dinner, right? It doesn't matter. You should make sure you're having the certain amount of rice to fit within your calories. Because if you have, let's say, 2,000 calories, and you have some rice throughout the day, or typically those rice is coming from your calories, like your rice is within your diet. But then you go have something healthy, but go over your calories, you will gain the weight. Not because you had something healthy or unhealthy, it's because you went over your calories. And typically that's a problem with people with carbs. They just have so much food and they're not being active enough that food, those calories, which is energy, is gonna go somewhere. And if you're not burning it off, it's gonna get stored as body fat. And that's all that's really what's happening. Going back to it, a banana, right? I have about 2 bananas per day. I have my oatmeal, as I mentioned. I have rice too. So I have 2 bananas. This typically may be like 100, 105 calories. And this is another carb, right? And this is a fruit. So when I'm having this is not gonna make me gain weight. I'm not gonna gain weight because it's a carb. I'm gonna gain weight because I'm having too many calories. And that's basically what I'm gonna cover here today. And I don't want to sound like a broken record, but when it comes to carbs are not the enemy. You're just having too many calories. And this brings me to my next point. If you're someone that's not tracking your calories, then it's gonna be hard for you to understand where you are. I know people don't like tracking calories, but I tell everyone this. If you're serious about losing weight, you wanna make sure you know how many calories you're tracking. Most people don't even know how much calories they're having throughout the day, but they complain that they're not losing weight. Don't be that person. Track your calories, know how much calories you're having every single day, and know how much calories you need to be at consistently every single day to lose weight. So for me, right, I could have 3,000 calories to put on weight, right? And if I wanna drop that, right, I need to have 3,000 calories to put on weight to be in a surplus. If I wanna drop that, I have to go 500 calories below that. Meaning I would have to have about 2,500 calories or maybe a little bit less, right? To put myself in a 500 calorie deficit, 500 calories below my maintenance, and I'll be fine. But if I wanted to put on more weight, I just have to go to 3,000 calories, probably a little bit more, and I'm perfectly fine. So more to the story, guys, and to the men and women who are watching this, carbs are not the enemy. Stop thinking that. That's just basically a tall tale that we're being told on social media that carbs are bad, and carbs are not bad. Carbs are really, really good. You need it. It's good for the body. But what the issue is that some people are having, like I said, too many carbs, or they have a gluten intolerance. So if you're eating something, right, and you see that it's making you bloated and sluggish and tired, stop eating it. For some reason, it just doesn't work with your body. I know when it comes to like rice, right, this is a regular rice. Some of my clients sometimes can't have rice like this. So they have the basmati rice, which is a little bit lighter in weight. So when they take it and they consume it, when they cook it and they consume it, it's not so heavy on their stomachs. So maybe you need a lighter version of rice. Maybe you can't do the heavy version like this. But basically, you just want to find the carbs that you enjoy, that you can have, and that doesn't really put you in a bad state. Because some food, sometimes it doesn't work well with our bodies. I understand that. Also, I would say look into the glycemic index. There are foods that just don't work well with some of our bodies, and you can see that on the glycemic index. So if you're someone that has some issues with your gut, IBS, something like that, then that's a different story. You have some issues when you eat food. But when it comes to carbs, I'm here to tell you guys and ladies that when it comes to carbs, do not be scared of it because it's actually good for you and it's what you need. Now, coming back to carbs, some of the good carbs that you can have, as I mentioned, was, you have a banana, right? As I mentioned, oatmeal. I love my quick oatmeal. And I do rice every night, right? So I can do brown rice, I can do white rice. I know sometimes the topic is, oh, should I have white rice or brown rice? If you want more fiber in your rice, go for the brown rice, right? But if you don't care for the fiber, right, then go for the white rice. It really doesn't matter. White rice, brown rice, you can still lose weight. I have clients losing weight off of brown rice and white rice because it's the calories that matter. Now, brown rice is obviously healthier, right? But it's not that white rice is so unhealthy that it's gonna be like a detriment to you. You have the white rice if that's what you enjoy, and you have the brown rice if that's what you enjoy. You wanna make food taste good and still be a benefit to you. So make it taste good, almost as good as the junk food. Because you can love the junk food, but if you make the healthy food taste good, then you have no problem eating it. And it's actually working well for your body because you're not putting poison in your body. You're putting healthy, good quality food into your body. Because when you see people who are lean and in good shape, they're putting good things into the body. It's not just going to the gym. I'm sure you see people who go to the gym all the time who look the same and they work out a lot. Like if you're going to the gym, you always seen them there. Think about it. They're going there the same time you're going there, if you're seeing them, and probably a little bit more, maybe. So if that's the case, you think to yourself, why do they still look the same? And you see them for 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and you think they still look the same. And it's because they haven't changed their diet. It's the calories, it's the nutrition, it's the macros, and that's what they're not focusing on. So your homework for today is to find 3, 4, 5 different types of carbs that you like and just double down on them. Have them throughout the day and don't neglect them, because when it comes to losing weight, you can still have carbs. You just want to probably have to reduce them. So let's say you're having 2,000 calories and now you got to reduce your calories. It's better to reduce your calories from carbs than it is from protein, because you need protein to help build and repair muscle. And you want to keep the fats there for cell production. So you would just reduce your carbs. Because if you're having 2,000 calories and you have to reduce those calories to be in order to lose weight, you're going to have to reduce one of the 3 macronutrients. It's going to be the carbs, the fats, or the protein. One of those are going to have to get reduced. So it's better to reduce the carbs, because when you reduce the carbs, the protein is way more vital, and so is the fats. You reduce the carbs a little bit, right? And you can reduce them down as far as if you have 1,300 calories coming from carbs, you can reduce it down to 1,312, right? It's just mostly where those are coming from. It's you having more calories coming from carbs. That's why I say reduce the carbs, because 45 to 65% of your calories should be coming from carbs, which is the majority of your calories. So you can reduce that first, because that takes up the majority of your calories. You wouldn't reduce protein, because protein is going to be like 10, 20%, right? Fats is going to be like 10, 15, 20, 25%. So those percentages are already pretty low. But the carbs, right, is going to be so much higher that you want to pull from that first, because it has so much more coming from your calories that you can reduce it, right? And when you reduce it, obviously your calories will come down. Now, as your calories are coming down, you're going to see yourself losing weight. Eventually, you're going to put yourself in a calorie deficit just by default, because you're constantly lowering your calories. The thing is, you don't want to lower your calories too low, because now you're not eating enough food, and that's not good. You want to make sure you're having enough food to at least keep you able for your body to function throughout the day. And that's something that goes into your BMR, your basal metabolic rate. That's another video for another day. But your body needs a certain amount of calories to function. Okay? If it's not, you're going to feel terrible. You want to make sure you have enough food, enough calories within your day, within your diet to function, right? So you still have your carbs, but then you're going to probably have to make sure you're having a little bit more protein to be satiated, because protein is very satiating, right? It keeps us very, very full throughout the day. You can eat protein and then feel like, okay, I'm good, I don't have to eat again, because protein is very satiating, right? But when you're reducing your calories, you're gonna tend to feel hungry at some point. You're gonna feel hungry, and that's a good sign. That's a good sign that you're entering a calorie deficit, which is what you need to lose weight, all right? So, more to the story, right? I feel like I'm going on a tangent here. More to the story, do not neglect your carbs, all right? You can reduce them, but don't totally take them out. When it comes to carbs, fats, or protein, don't follow a diet, or I can't say don't. You're gonna do what you want, but I think it's in your best interest to not remove protein, carbs, or fats. Keep all 3. We need them. Just reduce your calories and put yourself in a calorie deficit, right? And when it comes to carbs, enjoy them. Don't feel guilty. Don't feel bad, because it's something that you're gonna have. Like, you're gonna have carbs for the rest of your life. Imagine not having carbs for the rest of your life. That's not fun. Going out with friends and family, certain engagements, events, and not having carbs, like, that's gonna be pretty tough. But if that's the route you do wanna go, then more power to you. If you think you can handle that, then great. But I know for most people, they just wanna lose weight. And I'm here to tell you that if you just want to lose weight, but you enjoy having bread or rice, maybe it's a part of your culture or something, right? You like having bananas, oatmeal, something like that, potatoes, you can still have that. Just reduce your calories and you will lose the weight. So as for my shameless plug, right? If you are a woman that's trying to lose weight and maybe you have this relationship with carbs where you feel like you shouldn't be eating them, but you want to fix that, you want to lose weight, keep it off, you want to still be able to eat your favorite foods, right? Because all my clients still eat their favorite foods, right? We tell them stay away from junk food. We want to limit the junk food as much as possible, but they still eat their favorite foods and they're still losing weight. If you're someone that wants to learn how to eat your favorite foods, still lose weight, have the right workout program, have the right nutrition plan, have someone dial in your calories for you, your macros, you want to learn all those things, right? And make it very, very simple and easy for you to where you just plug it in. I create everything, but you just plug it in. Then I want you to click the link below, right? Click the link It's going to give me some information on you, right? And I'll be able to reach out to you personally and see if you're a good fit for my program. Because as I mentioned, I'm an online fitness coach for women. And if you're a woman that's trying to lose weight and you want to get the dream body that you want, you're ready to work hard, you're ready to go work out, you got dumbbells at home already, you got your gym membership, or you're willing to at least go get that, then great. Click the link below, fill it out, and let's see if we're a good fit together.